Hello YouTube, and welcome to a complete departure from my normal flight sim videos. Today I'm going to try and record live, as I do it, tutorial 11 I think it is, in the missions that come with FSX, which basically is to try to take this Robinson helicopter through a series of gates and land on an aircraft carrier. I have not managed this yet. Anything could happen. I've been practicing for about an hour, and that's the only practice I've ever had with helicopters. I've never flown one in real life. I don't know how they work. So yeah, expect mayhem. I don't think you'll be far wrong. Okay, let's try and get going. So apparently I need a bit of throttle, which is called collective in a helicopter. We like to make things more confusing if we possibly can. Whoop. And apparently whatever you do with a helicopter, just keep everything moving. That's the important thing by all accounts. Good grief. This is dreadful. Okay, so, well, I seem to be moving. I don't necessarily appear to be pointing in the right direction, but we seem to be moving. Let's try and get a bit of altitude. For that, just a case of pulling back on the stick, which will slow the speed but increase the altitude, as long as we have enough I don't know, go juice, what is it, throttle collective, or I have no idea. I told you I didn't know what I was doing. Right, I'm heading for that green gate over there and using a mixture of altitude and speed and direction with my pedals. I need to try and get through that, and then the remaining 9 gates I think, before I'm allowed to have a go at crashing on an aircraft carrier. This mission is gauged to take approximately 15 minutes, and if I make it in 15 minutes I will be both delighted and amazed in no short order. Okay, so what are we doing at the moment? Apparently I'm doing about 60 knots. I think that's what it reads, 60, 70, yes, it looks like it's 60 knots. Heading towards that green thing. My altitude is holding steady because my VSI is about 0. I appear to be about 280 feet altitude. At least I think that's altitude. I didn't check before I left, so I'm not sure if that's elevation or altitude. Either way, it's not on the ground, so that's good. Apparently in a later tutorial, which if you think this one was humorous enough, maybe I'll also have a go at, we have to land on the helicopter pad on a yacht. And there is the helicopter pad there. So in preparation for this, all I've done are the beginners courses and beginners missions, sorry, for flying the helicopter, and that's been it. I'm sure that one of my fellow flight sim video creators, Flight Sim 481, hello Rich, will be highly amused by this, as I believe he did rotary flying in real life, but then he was a fish head and I was Air Force. And there's always a good rivalry between the two of us, so I'll be interested to see what he has to say about this particular mission. In fact, why not have a go at it yourself, Rich, and see how you do. You can show us how it should be done. I'm sure that there will be excellent tips to be had after watching your video landing a whoops, oh dear, that's not looking good. Oh, okay, managed to recover just as a stroke of luck. Definitely not judgment. And after watching your video where you landed a F-14 on a carrier in very poor conditions, I'm sure that doing this with a helicopter would be an absolute doddle for a man of your caliber. Okay, 4 gates down. Wow. You might be confused into thinking that I know what I'm doing, but actually it's all luck. Don't be confused. Ooh, come on. Okay, gate 5. done. Gate 6. I think I need a bit more go juice. A bit slow. And
landing on the yacht will be a requirement in the next tutorial.
Great, thank you. Well, maybe that's the yacht they mean. Oh yeah, I can see the helicopter landing pad on that. Oh wow, that's going to be more than a challenge. Trying to land on one spot is proving challenging enough for me at the moment. Thank you.
If you don't slow down for gate 8, you're likely to hit the cliff on the other side.
Okay, hitting cliff equals bad. Not hitting cliff equals good. I got it. Okay, I'm going to slow down, which means pulling back to bleed off the speed and trading it for height. Probably could do with being a bit slower, a bit more on the go juice. There we go. Okay, that slowed us down alright. Left a bit there. Come on. Oh, oh. Oh, it's like an episode of the Generation game. If you were a child of the 60s or 70s, you'll know exactly what I mean. Okay, good. Oh, come on, get around. The ruder trim there, I think. Oh no, drat, missed it.
You're tipping too far forward for safe flight.
Yeah.
Pull back on the stick and increase power.
Sounds like excellent advice. Okay, let's get all the way back around. I thought it was going too well. It'll teach me. Okay, stay away from that cliff edge. That definitely can't be a good thing. And let's slow down. Whoa, not that fast. Oh dear, come on. Okay, and a bit more go juice so we can get up and around. Whoa! Bit of left pedal. Phew. Oh, crikey, gate 10 to go. No, I'm going to miss that by a mile, aren't I? I wonder if you can come through gates from the opposite direction. I don't know, I haven't tried that. Whoa! That's not looking good. Okay, so let's take the coward's way around, or probably the sensible way around. Try and approach it properly. I need to lose a bit of altitude here to get through that, don't I? So let's come down a bit and then slow ourselves down a bit. We'll turn to the left. Down a bit and the speed. Pull back on the noisemaker. Okay. Isn't it funny how when we concentrate we start talking quieter? There it is. Okay, can I do it this time? A bit more. It's not looking too bad. It's all going to go horribly wrong now as soon as I've said that.
Congratulations,
awesome.
You've completed the course.
Yay!
Now head for the aircraft carrier just off the coast.
The aircraft carrier. Yeah. They want me to land on something moving in the sea. Okay, best I trade some altitude for forward motion, I think. I wonder what speed the aircraft carrier is moving at. Saw something in the news the other day about having to pay so many hundreds of millions to refuel one of the US aircraft carriers, which uses nuclear power, and apparently its engines drive it along at 30 knots. Incredible. So, I don't know, maybe this aircraft carrier is doing something similar, speed-wise. We'll find out when we get there, I suppose. Okay, less noisy fan thing, I think. Less climbing, and let's bleed the speed off a little bit. Still doing 65 knots, that's not good. Slow it down a bit more. Wow, you certainly do keep all of the elements moving when you're doing this. My feet are going on my rudder pedal. My joystick, whatever that represents in a helicopter, is moving ferociously. I suppose the only thing that stays half way still is the throttle.
Try to match its speed and slowly descend. If you aren't comfortable with the approach, go around for another try.
That sounds like good advice for the commentator. Okay, so I seem to be holding speed with it just about, which appears to be about 30 knots, doesn't it? Wow. I'm descending. I'll have to go forward a little bit as well, though. So I'll probably want to put a bit more juice in the fan thing. Tell I'm ex-Air Force, I talk technical. Still, I was only an administrator. Oh, come on, come on. Ooh. Good grief.
Nice landing.
Wow!
If you want more practice,
I don't believe it. So 10 minutes 27.4 seconds. I say that importantly as if it were an episode of Top Gear. The gauntlet is thrown down, Flight Sim 481. Come on, Rich, so show us how it's done properly. I look forward to seeing your video on this as well. Until next time, I look forward to virtually meeting you then, everybody. Thanks for watching.